Welcome. How are you doing today? People who think that country folks are just like a bunch of dumb squares with bad opinions and bigotry in their veins. People who think that are about as uneducated as they presume country living people to be. Because, like, the entire staff at our like, 2 local businesses are queer or immigrants. And everybody fucking loves them. You know what? We don't have to get into it. I don't have to tell you about all my black friends. Anyway, I'm not sure if I want to go to Taco Bell or Schlotsky's, but I've got like a 20-minute drive to really like think about it. There's also the off chance I might go to Burger King. Oh my god, the stakes are so low. Alright, so about a year ago, I made not only 1, but 2 videos about inaccurate language. Because it bothers me. Words have meaning, and I find vocabulary very valuable to communicate effectively and succinctly. And I know I cuss too fucking much. I'm trying to reel it in because I prefer to use words that aren't just filler words. And to me, cuss words are just filler words. They don't add anything to the conversation. They don't change much of the meaning of the context of any sentence that those words are used in which they are used. But so in those videos I made last year, I will link them below. One of the people I talked about was this YouTuber. Her name is Spanky Valentine. She has a channel called SWOOP. And the way that she uses words is very peculiar to me. I don't understand it. I really enjoy her videos. I think they're great. I really appreciate her perspective, her knowledge, the way she talks about everything is like very interesting to me. Her videos are very well produced. So like, don't freak out. I'm not coming for her. I like her content. She seems like a lovely gal. However, the way she talks about certain things seems a little, I don't want to say delusional, but like, maybe I'll just say wacky. Wacky. All right, let me put my glasses on so we can start doing some math. So, Spanky Valentine with the YouTube channel Swoop. I will also link her in the description box because y'all should go watch her videos. They're great. So, Spanky Valentine, aka Swoop, she sometime last year released merch. And the way she talks about it, she says, I've always dreamed of owning a clothing line. She talks about there's these beautiful new pieces of apparel. And, I understand how, like, for example, the H3 podcast channel
on YouTube
has a clothing line that is like its own thing, apparently, right? Separate company. But Swoop, she talks about her clothing line, a brand of apparel. But if you click the link to go shop her beautiful pieces for your wardrobe, it doesn't have its own website. It's a link to a website that sells YouTuber merch. Like, that's what the website does. If you're a YouTuber, you want to put out merch with your silly little slogans for your audience to wear, that's what the website is. And what I used to complain about regarding Swoop is that she calls her vlogs films, and she calls her commentary videos docs. And it's not like she's doing any hard-hitting shit. She's not going out in the field and, like, interviewing people or getting footage or going down to the state library and digging through the archives. She's just giving her commentary on pop culture topics, and that is okay. I really, really enjoy those videos. That is why I watch her. I like her vlogs too. It's just that they are not films or documentaries. She's just using the wrong words. Like Amberlynn Reed, I used the wrong word.
I used the wrong word. I used the wrong word. I used the wrong word.
And that kind of thing just like bothers me a little bit. So I thought I would give y'all a couple of pro tips on how not to bother me with your language. Watch your mouth. All right. But the first thing I would like for y'all to know that it's not try and, it's try to. Like, you don't try and go to the store. You try to go to the store. Like, that would imply you are trying something and doing another thing. But you're not trying and also doing another activity. You're trying to do the one thing that follows in the sentence. Ooh, here's another one that gets on my nerves. And I don't think anybody realizes they're doing it, because if they knew they were doing it, they'd stop. If you're referring to a person, you don't say someone that. It's not someone that. It is someone who. You are not someone that likes popsicles. You are someone who likes popsicles. If you're talking about a person, people are not that's. People are whose. You're not someone that lives on the ranch. She's not someone that drives a red truck. It's someone who lives on a ranch. She is someone who drives a red truck. Got it? All right. Maybe I'm fucking crazy for allowing this to bother me. However, that is something that was drilled into me in school because I loved writing. I loved English class. I was fucking good at it. I was good at English, math, and skipping school to do drugs. Okay? One must list a minimum of 3 things before using an etc. You don't say something like, oh man, she was like pooping on the floor, etc. You can't use an etc. if you've only given one example. But people do this all the time. I guess if you want to say she was pooping on the floor and so on and so forth, I guess you could, because I don't know the rules and regulations, the elements of style regarding so on and so forth. But I mean, I guess I could kind of imagine that it's similar to the etc. You have to list 3 examples. An example is, that car is a person who passed me in the oncoming lane, and I had to slow down because there were people coming for him that they were going to hit if I did. And there was another one. Well, that is a person who I hope does not get into any car accidents and who has a fantastic afternoon. I only wrote down 3 examples of language that I wanted to tell y'all about, purely so I could say, etc. at the end of this video. I have blessed you with a wealth of knowledge. Do y'all think I should go to Burger King, Taco Bell, or Schlotzsky's, etc.? I'm a person who enjoys all 3 of those places. And please don't think that I'm like being condescending. I'm not college educated. Like I already told you, I skipped a lot of school and did a lot of drugs. I'm a fucking degenerate. There are just a few things that I know, and I feel like effective communication is a very important thing. And I try to, not try and, I try to have a decent vocabulary. I know I'm not well spoken at all, but I try to say what I mean and, mean what I say accurately. I want to thank you for listening. I feel like forgiveness is very important, so I want you to forgive yourself for the time that you have wasted watching this video. And have a good day.
Oh my K. Oh my K. Oh my God. Okay, oh my God. Look what I just bought. Isn't that exciting? It's Clueless, the game for ages 17 and up. This is gonna be a Christmas present for somebody. I don't know who yet, but I had to buy it. Also, there's a children's play set of food in my back seat, and I'm not gonna tell you why. Not today!